friends, before starting today's video, I'd like to introduce you all to Happy Learning, which is an educational channel with videos related to operations research and mathematics. They have great content and the channel and social media links are in the description below. Please feel free to subscribe.
Good evening. Good evening, Rajni, Ananya, Savita, Harshika, Gulam Mazeen. Good evening, all of you. Just waiting all the participants to join. Then we'll start with the new chapter today. Good evening, all of you. Aditi, good evening. Chapter 2, polynomials. We'll start with, because we finished first chapter, right? We'll start with a new chapter today. Just waiting, because then otherwise there's a lot of disturbance in my class. Okay. Anyways, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Meanwhile, others will join in. Okay. Then I'm sharing my screen. Just wait. Please don't write. Don't write. All of you can hear me? Hello, students. Can you all hear me? Yes. Okay, good. So we'll just wait for 2 minutes and then we'll start. Okay. Okay, good. Everyone can hear me. That's nice. See, students, today the chapter that we are going to start is a very important chapter from the point of view that in all your classes from now on, like 11, 12, everywhere, you will have something or the other about polynomials. Okay. So it's like a very important chapter. I want all of you to concentrate here and understand. And if you have any doubts, you can tell me. Right? Then we'll clear your doubts. We'll start with chapter number 2, polynomials. Students, all of you have learned about algebraic expression, right? So we all know that when you combine variables, constants, and you mathematical signs, mathematical operations, those are, see, variables we normally denote by x, y, z, and so on. You can take more. Okay, then constants are mostly numbers. They can be rational or irrational, means they have to be real numbers. Okay, so when we are talking about constants, they are real numbers. So see, this is what happens if you join late. Okay, what are constants? Constants can be rational or irrational, right? So those can be like root 2 or 2, 3, 4, and so on, any numbers. And mathematical operations means plus, minus, divide, and multiply. Okay, plus I'll just see what you all are writing. Just let me begin this class. It's a very important topic. Okay, plus, minus, divide, and multiply. So if you use all these together, okay, you can combine, then you get algebraic expressions. Algebraic expressions. Okay, just concentrate here. I'll see what are your comments. You can't hear me or what? Voice is audible, right, students? Please see, this topic is very important. Tasneem, Vedant, Evelyn, Aditi, all of you, Mukund. My voice is breaking. Students, see, for some of you, it's audible. You can de-log in. For those, my voice is breaking. Please, can you de-log in? Maybe your internet is not working properly. Okay. Okay. So students, see here. So what we are saying, then if you combine variables, constants and mathematical operations, you get algebraic expressions. For instance, I can give you, say, x plus y is an algebraic expression. Then x plus y is equal to x plus y whole square gives you what? X square plus 2xy plus y square. This is also an algebraic expression. I can have x plus 1 upon y. Another example of algebraic expression means you combine your variables, constants, and use these mathematical operations, then you get algebraic expressions. But polynomials are special type of algebraic expressions. Okay. So when we are talking about polynomials, these are special type of, I'll give you a proper definition later. First, we must know, we must understand what are polynomials. Then definition wise, I can give you any type. So these are special type of algebraic expressions. Okay. What are these? First of all, we will consider, when we are studying polynomials, we will only consider, so when we are studying polynomials, we will only consider one variable. Okay, we will not consider polynomials in more than one variable. If you want, you can write it because you will not get in your book. Okay, I'll try to combine the knowledge you already have with what you're learning. Okay, Ananya and Vedant, all of you, Savita, see what happens. My way of teaching is that I try to combine your knowledge which you have with the current topic that I'm teaching. Okay, so if you want, you can write because this will help you when you revise it. So first of all, when we are doing polynomials, we will only talk about one variable. Okay. We will not talk about more variables. Like here we have x and y, right? We could have had x plus y plus z also. But we will not talk about x plus y plus z. Okay. We will talk about only one variable. We will always study polynomials in only one variable. Okay. So this you have to remember. Let me see. So we will study polynomials only in one variable. Then second thing is that is most important here about the polynomial is that the polynomial are algebraic expressions which will always have their exponent as whole numbers. So I'll tell you what we mean by that. Okay. So you can write that polynomials are algebraic expressions okay, in which exponent, I'll just explain you what it means. Exponent of the variable, this is our variable, okay? Variable are only whole numbers. You all know what are whole numbers, okay? Whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2, and so on. So what we are saying that these are polynomials are algebraic expressions in which exponent of variable are only whole numbers. For instance, suppose I write only 2x. Okay, it is a polynomial. Why? Because variable is x and the power is 1. For example, if I write 2x square plus 3x plus 5, this is again a polynomial. Why? Because the variable has the power or the exponent is only whole number. Clear, everybody? I can give you more example. I could have had y cube minus y square plus y plus 1. Okay. So here again, this is totally in one variable, y, and the, okay, wait, student, those of you who have doubt can ask me. No, Umar, we haven't come to monomial, binomial and all. Okay. We will come to those. But right now, just try to understand the definition. The definition says that the exponent cannot have any other power. I will give you example of some examples of algebraic expression which are not polynomials, then you will understand even better. So see, all the examples I gave you have only one variable. Okay, we are not, right now we are not talking about monomial, binomials. Okay, see, I know the topic is new and it's little confusing, but I try to make things simple. Okay, try to understand. So we are, see, this expression only has one variable, that is x. This one again, algebraic expression, has only variable x. This one only has y. I can only have t also. I can have t power 4 plus t square plus 1, say. Okay, or it can be any number. Clear? So x means it should be in one variable, and then the power can only be whole number. Let me give you some examples which are not polynomial, then you will understand better. See, if I write x plus 1 by x, this is not a polynomial. Okay, why? Because hello students, now can you hear me? See, I was explaining that if you, an example which is not a polynomial. So I said x plus 1 by x is not a polynomial. Why? Because this 1 by x changes to x power minus 1. Correct? So which is not a whole number. Similarly, root x plus 5 is not a polynomial. Why? Because root x you can write as x power half plus 5. Clear? So then again it is not a polynomial. Yeah, Evelyn, we can have, see, I will tell you this. I'll just clear this thing. Yes, we can have 4 by 3x. Correct. See, just give me a minute. I'll explain this point to you. See, I can have 4 by 3. See, I can have 4 by 3 times x. Because what is happening? This is my coefficient, isn't it? When I write an expression, this is the coefficient of x. Okay. So this is the coefficient. Coefficient can be any real number. We said it can be a real number. But power of x means exponent of x has to be whole number. Exponent of x or the variable should be whole number. Clear? So x cannot have power 4 by 3. If there is x has power 4 by 3, not a polynomial. Okay. Clear? Okay. So see, when we are writing, when I write 2x, first I write 2x. Let me write 3x square plus 5x plus 7. Okay, I can write as 7x cube plus 8x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, all these are polynomials. But what is the difference? This one has only one term. Okay, I should have taken one example. Let me take another example. Let me take 2x plus 3. Then this one has how many terms? One term, two terms. Understand, we are talking about terms, students. See, now we are talking how many terms are there? Only one term. This is one term, two terms. It has two terms. This one has how many terms? One, two, three terms. It has three terms. Now see next one, how many terms? One, two, three, four. It has four terms. Clear? When I talk about terms, means how many terms a polynomial has, we can see, we can count and check. Okay, good, all of you got it. So now term, when I use the word term, it means how many terms a polynomial has. Clear? Now based on the number of terms a polynomial has, let's classify them. Okay, so we can classify there are two ways of classifying polynomials. So first way is we can classify polynomials on the basis of number of terms. Number of terms it has. Correct. So first one is monomial, means a single term. All those polynomials which have only one term, monomial. Example, 2x above, then I can have 2t, 3y square, only one term if it has. Okay, I can have 7t power 4. Okay, if there is only one term, it is monomial. Here, okay, then second is binomial. Binomial means two terms. Okay, then example would be 2x square plus 1, 2t cube plus say 5. I can have 7t power 4 plus 3. So it should have two terms. Correct, Omar. Ahad, correct. No, binomial means two. Okay. Then trinomial will mean three. Next is trinomial. So it, as the name suggests, it will have how many terms? Three terms. So example, I can have say 3x square plus 5x plus 1. So it's a trinomial because it has three terms. That will come. That's where that you're talking about degree. Okay, we will come to that. Don't go to Adi, don't go to quadratic and linear thing. It will come later. See, actually there are names, but normally we will not go beyond trinomials. Okay, quadrinomial. The name is very vague because as soon as we go to 4, it becomes quadri, like quadrilateral, no, like that. Yes, quadrinomial it would be. For four terms, it will be quadrinomial, like that. But normally, Vedant, we will take only, we study up till trinomials. Okay. Biquadratic, yes, correct. Biquadratic also we can say. Okay. Okay. Anyways, why you are, I don't want you to go into something which is not required right now. Okay, students. Try to grab what we are learning. Yes, you have till trinomials only. You will have till trinomials. And it's basically this monomial, binomial, trinomial, they are just giving you as a classification. More important classification is when we will study degree of a polynomial. We will come to that slowly, okay? Okay. So now, if suppose, now my question is, if I ask you, is any constant, if I just give you suppose 5, so will it be a polynomial or not? So this is a constant, clear? There's no variable here. We can't see a variable. So is constant a polynomial or not? Okay, but why? All of you are saying yes, it is a polynomial. Why it is a polynomial? Correct. It's a whole number. That how then all whole numbers are polynomials. But why? Is it it has one term, then it is monomial? 0x plus 5? No. See, yes. Rajni, you're correct. Evelyn, you are also. Because see what happened. Degree is 0. See, because although I can't see a variable with 5, but if I can write this as 5x power 0 or not? See, because anything to the power 0 is 1. So that is why every constant is also a polynomial. Okay, but what happens if you have 0? Okay, so that means constant is always, constants are also polynomials. Just give me a minute. Okay, but we'll talk separately about 0. Okay, 0 is called a 0 polynomial. We have to understand. So 0 polynomial means when you only have 0. Okay, it is 0 polynomial. Now see the problem comes if I just write 5, then how do you know whether I'm talking about a polynomial or not? Yes, 0 is a special case. Omar, 0 is a special case. Okay. See, now the problem is that if I only write 5, how do you know we are talking about polynomial or not? Isn't it? So we need some notation. How, suppose, so I'm giving you the notation how you will write a polynomial. Okay, when you want to say that 5 is a polynomial, so what notation you will use? See, we can denote, we can write. Okay, so we are talking about notation of a polynomial. And the problem arises when we have only constants. Okay. So major problem arises here. Because if I just write 5, how can anybody know whether I'm talking about a polynomial or I'm just talking about a number? So what we do, we can use the expressions like px. If I write px is equal to 5, correct? This means we are talking about polynomial. Here px means x has to be the variable, means this is like px power 0. Okay, we can have more notations. We can write qx, rx, and so on. We can use hx. We can have, if the variable is y, it will be qy, ry, hy, and so on. Variable is t, that will be t. So generally, all the polynomials, like I can write px is equal to 2x plus 1. So this means what? 2x plus 1 is a polynomial with variable x. No, Evelyn, don't go into remainder question part. No, just understand it's a notation. All of you students, Ananya, No, we are not talking about quotient and remainder here. We are saying if we have a polynomial, we can denote it like this. Okay? We are not talking anything about quotient, remainder, nothing. We are not dividing anything. Let me see. Okay. Let's see if you can, if it's okay now. Okay, Evelyn, if it's happening, please leave and come again. See, this is, hope now it is clear. Does the sound okay? Okay, Evelyn, come again, all those, for if your sound is lagging. So hope students now, is the sound okay? Sarosh, why you are logging with 2 accounts? Then your internet will be slow, no? Use 1 account. Okay. So don't go into quotient and remainder thing. Here, this is not QX, RX. Don't represent remainder and quotient here. Okay, just I am telling you, you can represent your polynomial like this. I can write QY is equal to y square plus 3y plus 7. Okay, like this. Just a notation when we are talking about polynomials. Clear? This has nothing to, when we are doing writing as QY is equal to this has nothing to do with quotient or remainder thing. Okay? Okay. Now see, so this is just a notation. So I could have written, if it is SU means it is a poly, if I write this 2 minus u square plus 6u power 5. Okay, now SU, I will say SU is a polynomial in variable u. Okay, this is what it means. That's all. Qy is a polynomial in variable y. Px is a polynomial in variable x. Okay. Now let's talk about degree of polynomial. Okay. So now we are coming to, till now we were trying to understand what are polynomials. What is this, Gopi? Okay. So now what we are saying, we are talking about degree of polynomials. So when we are saying degree of polynomials, those of you who know it, it's good. Let others also understand, okay? So what will happen when we want to find degree of polynomial, we want to find the highest power of the variable of a variable in a polynomial. Okay, is known as the degree of polynomial. So let's talk about, say I give you Px is equal to x plus x square plus root 2. Okay. So first one I'm telling you, see, variable is x. What is the highest power? It is 2. So this one has degree 2. Let me write another, say hy is y plus 1. So then variable is y, highest power is 1. So degree is 1. Okay, let's have, say, hx is equal to x cube plus 3x square plus x plus 5. Then degree is 3. This is clear? For first one, no, Umar? First one, why degree? Number of terms are 3. See, understand. Why degree means highest power. Okay? Students, try to understand. First polynomial, this px has 3 terms. It has 3 terms. But degree highest power is 2. So degree is 2. Okay? This one has 2 terms. Means y and 1. Y is one term, this is another term. But degree is 1 because the highest power is 1. Likewise, the next one. Okay, Vedant? So, now we are not talking about number of terms. With number of terms, we talked about monomial, binomial, okay, all those things. Trinomial. For when we say degree, we are looking at the highest power of the variable. See, understand this very nicely because, okay, I will give more examples. We'll take more examples. Don't you worry. Okay, let's write. Wait. Say we have px equal to 2x square plus 5x minus 3. Okay. So what is happening? Power is highest power is 2. So the degree is 2. Okay. If suppose I have suppose qx was only 2x square. What will be the degree of qx here? Correct. So still degree will be 2. See students, in qx, degree is 2. Because the highest power is 2. Okay, let me take, say, SU is equal to 2 minus U plus U square plus 6U power 5. Then degree is 5. Why? Because highest power is 5. Now it is clear, all of you? So now we are not, when we are seeing degree, we are seeing highest power of the variable. Okay. Now see, previously what we did, we classified our polynomials based on the number of terms. We said monomial, binomial, trinomial. Now we will classify them on the degree of polynomial. Okay. But before that, let's talk about constant. Okay. Let's say if I have px is equal to 5, then what will be the degree? Degree is what? Sure, all of you? Yes, because 5 I can write as x power 0. We normally don't do this, but you have to understand this is happening. So degree is 0. What about, say, hx equal to 0, suppose? So degree of a 0 polynomial is not defined, we will say. So 0 polynomial is a special case. We will write the degree of 0 polynomial. So 0 polynomial is a special case. It is not defined. It's not defined. What is A? What happened? Where are you asking? Ablain, I didn't get your zero polynomial. Degree is not defined. Ablain, zero polynomial. When you have px equal to 0, it is zero polynomial. Okay. If px equal to some number, 5, 7, 10, root 2, anything, some real number, then it is constant polynomial. If if your polynomial is 0, px equal to 0 is a zero polynomial. Till here, okay for all of you? Okay, I will give you some question. Let me see if you can answer. Find the degree. Before we go ahead, let me see. You have to tell me the degree. Okay, let me write first one. Px equal to x power 5 minus x power 4 plus 3. Second one, px equal to 2 minus py equal to 2 minus y square minus y cube plus 2y power 8. Third one, pz equal to 5 into 7. Okay. And fourth one, p so px equal to 4x plus 1, 5. First one 5, correct, all of you. Second one 8, correct. Third one, degree. Third one, 0, correct, correct. Evelyn, Adi, correct. So third one has degree 0. Fourth one degree 0. No, wrong. Fourth one degree 1. Why? Because highest power of x is 1. Correct. So all of you understood. Good. Okay. So this one, see, 5 in, when we are talking about third one, some of you gave incorrect. So 5 into 5, 5 into 7 is 35, right? So this can be 35 into x power 0, right? So that is why degree is 0. Here 4x power 1, right? So that is why for the fourth one degree was 1. Okay. So now fourth one you did not understand? Okay. Muhammad Ayan, I'll make you understand. Yes, if there is C, let me see. Let me think. Suppose you have h of y is equal to y plus 7 or 2y plus 7. Okay. So when we have y1, this is like y power 1 or not? So that is why degree is 1. Otherwise, suppose if there was no y, suppose hy was only 7. So then this degree will be 0. Clear? Yes, we have to look at the highest power of the variable. Okay, if the variable's highest power is 1, then it is degree is 1. So, Muhammad Ayan, have you understood? So, you have to look at the power of the variable. Okay. Now, how this degree is going to be very, very helpful. Okay, and we have to remember our classification based on degree. Now we will classify our polynomial based on the degree. So classifying, we'll write that classification based on degree of polynomial. So what happens? First one is if degree is 1. Okay, we will classify from degree 1. For degree 0, we will not, that's a constant polynomial. Okay, let's talk degree 0. Then it is called constant polynomial. Example, hy is equal to 7. Second, degree 1 is called linear polynomial. Example is hx is equal to x plus 5. Third one, degree 2, quadratic polynomial. Okay, then example is, say h of x is equal to 3x square plus 5x plus 1. Degree 3. So we'll go only till degree 3. Okay, we will not go beyond. So degree 3, we will have what? Cubic polynomial. Now we are not using trinomial. Okay, we are using cubic polynomial. Then example would be, say hx is equal to x cube plus 7x square plus say 2x plus 1. Why you want to go till degree 4? You know it will be difficult to solve. Ahad. Okay. So biquadratic is power 4, you want to say. That's okay. We will not do those. Okay. For us, okay, that's okay. Ma'am must have told. That's okay. For your knowledge. That's good. So if you want to, if degree is 4, it is biquadratic. And like that, there are names for even power 5 and all. Okay. So we have names, but we are more interested in degree 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Those are the most important for us. So most important out of these, the most important for us are linear, quadratic, and cubic. Okay. And even quadratic is the most important here. So linear means when the degree is 1. Quadratic, you have to understand degree is 2. Cubic, degree is 3. For now, you understand this much. Okay. Now, what happens since we have defined everything, degree and all, now what we say, let's give a proper definition of our polynomials. Since we have understood a lot about polynomials, because for proper definition, we want degree. Okay. So proper definition of polynomials I will give you. So because when you will see in higher classes, you will see the books. This will be the definition that you will see. So I want you to understand here itself. A polynomial in one variable of degree n. Okay. So we are talking about polynomial of in one variable of degree n is an expression of the form. This you have to remember. Now the expression that I'm writing, you should remember. A naught. So let me denote it by something. So px is equal to a naught plus a1 x power 1 plus a2x square and so on, an x power n. Now here you have to understand these a's, a0, a1, a2 are just some real numbers. Okay, so we are saying you guys don't circle. Okay, all of students, you don't have to circle these. This is just I want to explain. So where, because it is coming in the definition, where a0, a1, a2, this is just a notation for some numbers. An are constants. Okay, these are constants. And then an cannot be 0. Last one cannot be 0. Understood? So this is the proper definition. What this means that an cannot be 0. See, if like for example, if my polynomial is in degree 2, say it is 3x square plus 7x plus 1, right? So then it is of degree 2. But if I change this 3 to 0, will it be of degree 2? No, na. If this one an is 0, it's no more of degree 2. So an cannot be 0. If an is 0, the degree will change. Any doubt till here? 1 b power 1, yes. Yes, we can take a1, b1. Yes, we can take. No, in the general definition, you can take instead of a naught, a1, a2, you can take b naught, b1, b2, and then you will say where b naught, b1, b2, and all are constants. Omar, I didn't get you what you want to ask. 0 into 2, you are saying 0 x power 2, you are saying. Yeah, 0 into x power 2, that is what I want to explain. That you can't have. If the second term is 0, it's okay. Second term, Tasneem, it's okay if you have second term 0. No, Evelyn, we can't take mixture A1, B1, no. Either take A naught, A1, A2 and all, or you take B naught, B1, B2. You cannot take A1 somewhere and B1 somewhere. Okay, use any one. See, you could basically see it's a definition. It's a definition, okay? So mostly like in other subjects, you remember the definition, no? So don't try to change things. It's better we don't change things in definitions. And this I tried to explain you why we are saying an cannot be 0. Because if an is 0, then degree will change. Because what happens, this term will vanish. So then degree will be 1. We can't say px is a polynomial of degree 2. So an cannot be 0. That's all. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll open our exercise and let's do questions. Things will be more clear to everybody. Then let me open the exercise. See, let's do our exercise 2.1. This will give you a very good idea. So exercise 2.1. See question number 1. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? You have to give, some of them are not also. Just name, write what you want to say. Yes, and in the example you are. Oh, okay. In what is happening? Okay, Tasneem, good question. Just all of you, before going to the exercise, try to understand what is happening. Okay, I understood. I understood what you guys are saying. Okay, let me first explain. Before going to the exercise, let me explain that only. See, when we are giving the definition, wait. Okay, see students here. See, when I gave you this example, what happened? I wrote the highest power here. We started with the highest power, then we went to decreasing powers. Power 2, then 1, then 0. Isn't it? But in the definition, what is happening? They are writing in increasing order. So basically, I am saying this is my first term. Here it is the last term. Because highest power they are taking at the last. Okay, I will just see the exercise. Before that, I wanted to clear. Tasneem, is it clear? Yes. So in the example, I said this is the first term because 3x square is my first term here. I am writing in decreasing order of the power. But in the definition, what they are saying, they are writing in the other way. Okay. So basically, you see, normally what will happen, we will write in the decreasing order. Like we will always write this quadratic polynomial as x square power first, then x, then 1. Okay. And we can also have sometimes, see here, so you could have had px is equal to just 3x square. And other terms can be 0x plus 0. I will just come to the exercise, students. So this for a quadratic polynomial, the highest power of the variable has to be 2. That's all. The other terms can be 0 also. That's why only an cannot be 0. Hmm? Okay. Okay, now students have given me some replies. I'll just see. Okay, they are saying why also. State reasons also you have to give me, students. Not that you will just write that this one is. Okay, first one, all of you are saying that it's a. See, this is what I do. Just a minute. Okay, I just wanted to adjust my page. See, so first question, first part. It's a polynomial, all of you told me correctly. Okay, no. So what, Aditi, what you missed? Correct. Evelyn, 1 and 2 are polynomials, correct. Let me see. Okay, after this. So let's do one thing because it's difficult for me to answer each and every one of you. Let's discuss each question, okay? So then all of you will get to know whether yours was correct or not. So first one is, yes, it is a polynomial. Okay, yes, it is a polynomial. Okay, and what is the degree? Degree is 2, just going one step ahead. So it is a quadratic polynomial. Okay, because, and why state reason? Because what is happening, exponents of variable are what? Are whole numbers. Second part, again, y square plus root 2 is a polynomial. Again, degree is 2. Okay, degree is 2 because highest power is 2. And then again, exponent of variables are whole numbers. Exponents are whole numbers. I'll write in short. Okay. Next one, third one is not a polynomial. Third one, not a polynomial. Why? Because 3 root t plus t root 2 is same as, is equal to 3t power half plus t root 2. Okay. So since the exponents are not whole numbers, yes. So it is not good. So we will say it is not real. So what happens? So not a polynomial as exponent of t is not whole numbers. Fourth part, y plus 2 upon y. Let me see what you guys say. Fourth part, all of you understood this fourth part. So fourth part again, it is not a polynomial. Right. Savita, Redni, Aman, correct. Evelyn, correct. Umar, correct. So again, because what is happening, this you can write as y plus 2 into y power minus 1. Okay. So what happens? It is not a polynomial. Okay. Fifth part. Let me see what you all say. Because negative sign, yes. Because of negative sign. Umar, what happens when power, then negative sign is not a whole number, no? Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Fourth one also not. Okay, not a polynomial. Why? Yes, because we are talking about polynomial in one variable. But here we can see three variables, x, y, and t. Okay, so it's not a polynomial because it has three variables. Because it has three variables. That is x, y, and t. So not a polynomial. Not a polynomial in one variable. Okay, let's go to next one. Right, Marzia, correct. See next question. Write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. So you know na coefficient. When I say 5x square plus 7x plus 1, then this 5 is the coefficient. This is the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. 7 is the coefficient of x. Coefficient of x. 1 is the constant term. Okay. So now all of you do. First one. What is the coefficient of x square? Correct. 1. When there's nothing else, it's 1. See, this is 2 plus x square plus x. This is 2 plus 1 into x square I can write, plus 1 into x. So that is why coefficient of x square is 1. Coefficient of x square is 1. Next, coefficient of x square, 2 minus x square plus x cube. What is the coefficient of x square? Let me see. Correct. Minus 1. Correct. Harshika, Savita, Vedant, Aditya, Evelyn. Correct. Okay. So see, for those of you who haven't written, see this you can actually write as 2 minus 1 into x square plus x cube. So this is now minus 1. That is coefficient of x square is minus 1. So because the sign is negative. Okay, we'll finish question number 2 first today. Take next one. Third part you take. So it's pi by 2x square plus x. So coefficient is, can I see some new names? Ahad, correct. Pi by 2, correct. Aditya, correct. Rajni, correct. ML Maria, correct. Correct. Shankar, good, correct. So I want all of you to participate. Students, Tasneem, correct. Okay. So coefficient of, you will write like this, okay? Coefficient of x square is pi by 2. Last one for today. Coefficient is of x square. Coefficient of x square. Coefficient of Adi, Tasneem. Coefficient of x square. Is there a x square term? 0. We won't say nothing. We will say 0. Aman, good. Okay. So be careful. You have to see when we are saying coefficient of x square, see is there a x square term or not. Okay. So since there is no x square term, since there is no x square term, so coefficient is of x square is 0. Okay. Because what, see, the logic is, because if x square term is not there, I can add no plus 0 x square I can do. Okay. So logic is this, which we will not do, but the logic behind is this. We'll say it's x square. Okay, students. So we'll stop today, okay? And we'll continue with the exercise. See, in the beginning, I just told you what are polynomials. Okay, we said, Umar, we said that polynomials are special algebraic expressions where what happens, the exponent of the variable has to be whole number. Okay, it can be 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. They cannot be negative. That's all we said. Okay, and you can see the video, and still if you don't understand, ask me in the next class. Okay, pk, this is just a notation to write, when we write px or pk, that's a notation to write a polynomial, okay? So when we say pk, it means it is a variable, it has a variable k. When we say px, it has a variable x. Okay. Okay, thank you, students. Anyways, anybody has any doubt, we can clear in the next class also. Bye, students.